So I've decided that I'm going to get Michigan Panther tickets to not only maybe do something with my son, but also support the players and the city, the Michigan Panthers. And they're responsible for giving us the best kicker in the National Football League. Jake Bates. Let's just sit back and think about this. Jake Bates, and I'm not even going to make, the obligatory, I told you, all that stuff. Yeah, I made a bunch of videos on him, but that's not what this is about. Jake Bates is a story. That Jake Bates is what the UFL is all about. All about. This dude was selling bricks a year and a half ago. Now he's about to get bricks. He about to get that money, all right? Detroit Lions signed him to a 2-year deal. He's part of the team next year. Not only that, they didn't bring in any kicking competition, any competition for him at kicker. They brought up a insurance policy if he went down, and Greg Joseph, who went to the New York Giants. He was poached off the practice squad. Jake Bates, the story of him is insane. It really is. Dude is literally the best kicker in the league. Let me show you what he's done. But we haven't even talked about the 4 games that he's responsible for basically winning for us. And without disappointment, the very first, let me come back to me real quick. The very first game, his very first NFL game in a regular season, he tied it up against Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams. We wind up winning that game in overtime 26-20. His very first game as a Detroit Lion in the NFL in a regular season had to kick a field goal to tie it up. Okay? Let's fast forward. Minnesota Vikings, 5-0. I think it was week 7 we played them. Walk-off field goal. Down by 1 point. We need his field goal to win the game. He hits it. Clutch. That's 2. Then we go to the Houston Texans. Walk-off field goal. That's 3. Then we go to last night's week 14 game. Division rival. Walk-off. The dude has walk-off written all over him. Up until he missed a game against the kick against the Chicago Bears. Outside of that, Jake Bates has not missed any other field goals. He's missed 1 field goal, 1 extra point. Now, let me cut to him, show you what he's done. He has 111 points on the season. His long was 58. The dude is an absolute monster. Absolute monster. And I'm glad he's part of the team. Guy was selling bricks. And to make matters even more impressive, the dude literally kicked 10 games in the UFL prior to signing with the Detroit Lions. All right? Now, let's look at what has he done as far as the rest of the league. We have the best kicker in the National Football League. 13 games, has missed 1 field goal. His long was 58. All right? The one that he missed was from 40 to 49. He's made all 5 from 50 plus. His extra point, 98%. He's only missed 1. The dude has literally taken, 49. He's taken 71 kicks. 71 kicks, including field goals. And he's missed 2. He's hit 69 of them. 69. This is a 25-year-old. The Lions have found their kicker. They found their kicker, man. And you're talking about a story like the story that you cannot write a better story than Jake Bates. Who else in their essentially rookie season as a legit NFL kicker has 4 walk-off field goals or 4 field goals that are responsible for winning you games? The best one to me was probably, I don't know, they all rank almost the same. They're almost the same. The pressure that he had. I have to say that the Houston Texans one was probably the most impressive because he wasn't super on that day. Both kicks, the kick to tie the game, graze or almost graze the left upright. The kick to win the game, graze the right one, or vice versa, one or the other. But I think that was the most impressive. I really do. But without him hitting this tying field goal, we don't go to overtime. Like, we're losing 17-20 against our old quarterback. And if we lose that game, we don't hit the end of it. We just don't, right? Oh, Matthew Stafford got his revenge against the team, blah, 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 blah. We got to hear all of that. Jake Bates said, nope, not today. First regular season NFL game. But I think that the Houston Texans was probably the most impressive because the kicker that they cut Jake Bates used to be on the Houston Texans practice squad. He was once a Houston Texan. And the dude that they cut for him, all right, or cut him for, missed badly a field goal. So Jake Bates, man, he might be like one of the best stories in the NFL in a long time. The humble kid always wants, and he got another game ball yesterday. Dan Campbell gave him another game ball. The guy doesn't even have a place to put his game balls because he don't have roots here, even though he was playing for the Panthers and stuff like that. I mean, the story of Jake Bates is absolutely beautiful. And I'm so glad he's part of the team. I see a massive, here's what I think is going to happen. The Detroit Lions are going to extend Jake Bates this offseason, and they're going to give him one of the biggest deals that we've seen for a kicker. All right, bookmark this video, come back to it. I'm going to be breaking the news anyway. Shout out to Jake Bates, man. I mean, we've been looking for a Jason Hanson replacement, and I think we finally got him.